Like and subscribe right now or you're going to have terrible luck for the rest of the week. Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be looking at some extremely rich people who just happen to be terrible drivers and end up crashing their luxury cars while trying to show off. You won't want to miss out on these clips, so be sure to watch the entire video, but anyways, let's jump right into it. So in the first clip, someone is driving a Mustang and there's a ton of bystanders on the side of the road with their phones out recording, so I guess he was trying to impress them by doing some burnouts, but it ends up going horribly wrong and he crashes right into the back of another car. Coming up next is a guy who totally wrecks his Mustang while trying to do burnouts. He loses control of the vehicle and runs it right into the back of a parked car. This wreck was terrible as it pretty much completely destroyed his car, like to the point where it doesn't even look like it can be fixed. Luckily though, the driver made it out safe as the impact of the crash was only on the passenger side of the car, where thankfully nobody was at, but have a look at this.
That's sick.
Oh yeah.
Coming up next is a guy doing donuts in a Ferrari in the middle of a highway, and he ends up losing control of the vehicle and crashing into a truck that was on the other side of the road driving. The dude then speeds off, making this a hit and run. A really funny clip, but anyways, check it out. This next clip is something I've never seen before, but the guy was at a stoplight with a bunch of other cars around him, and I guess he got bored, so he started revving his engine on his luxury car. However, he went overboard because the back of the car started going up in flames and people were screaming at the person to get out because of the fire. So, and the next one is an old guy driving a convertible car. There's a bunch of people on the sidewalk watching, but the dude loses control of the vehicle and almost drives right into the crowd. Luckily, the curb stopped the car, but it wrecked it up pretty badly and a huge part of the car fell right off into the middle of the street.
Oh my God, we're too old. Y'all know better.
Coming up next is a clip filmed from someone's dash cam on their car, but they were behind two luxury cars at a stoplight, and once the light turned green, they raced down the street as fast as they could. Anyways though, one of the guys on the right loses control of his vehicle and runs into the other car, causing them both to crash.
5, C6. Little keep crossing the street. And yep, knew that was coming.
And the next one is a guy driving a Lambo being filmed by people on the other side of the road in their own car. But I guess the driver of the Lambo looked away for a few seconds and drove right into the lake that just happened to be right next to the road.
What is it? I'm pretty sure it's a Lambo, dude. Oh, he wrecked. Oh, oh, sh. Oh, sh.
Coming up next is a genius that revs his vintage Corvette for some buddies to show off, and he literally does burnouts while parked for a whole minute. However, after he's done, people start to realize that it actually isn't the tires that are causing the smoke, but literally the whole engine.
7Z06 Corvette. It's gonna be quite a smoky show.
Bye-bye, $600.
That was test one.
That was not the tires.
I don't know.
No, it's back here, dude. It's coming up from the other side in the back. Punching in the back.
In the next clip, there's two Lamborghinis side by side and it looks like they're about to race down a narrow road, but then one of them takes off and after a few seconds crashed right into a brick wall and a tree that's on the side of the road, which completely wrecked this whole car. Rest in peace. In the next clip, I don't know what was going through this guy's head, but he tries to drive his car across a river. I guess he didn't think it was that deep, but it was, and the whole car slowly sank into the river and then eventually just completely disappeared. This last one is super funny, but some mechanic is trying to fix the engine on a car. So after doing some repairs, he goes to start up the car to see if it works, but it literally immediately catches on fire and the dude starts freaking out and doesn't know what to do. He tries blowing on the huge flame with his mouth, trying to put it out, but I don't really think that's gonna work, man.